Let's visit the California Academy of Science. Today we give you a strategy so you don't waste any time and you see the highlights and the best things that you want to see.
This San Francisco gem is located in Golden Gate Park.
Discounts are available if you purchase online 3 days in advance, or if you buy it here but take public transportation, or if you are subject to one of the California welfare programs. Pricing is the same whether you buy it at the kiosk or at the ticket counter.
The general admission price is not cheap, so we'll give you more ways to get a discount. If you're a tourist looking for a number of attractions, the San Francisco City Pass includes California Academy of Science. Membership to the Academy for teachers and seniors is a bargain. San Francisco locals should check out their local library to see if they get a Discover and Go discount or free pass.
It doesn't normally sell out except for Christmas holiday season.
School field trips get discounted or free admission, so the busiest times at the Academy are between 10 and 2. It's fairly easy to get street parking before 10 or after 2, or parking at Stowe Lake and walking or taking a lift. The Music Concourse Garage is an underground parking facility located steps away from the Academy's main entrance.
When you first get to the Academy of Science, it can be kind of confusing. You don't want to be eaten alive.
The mission of the California Academy of Science is to regenerate the natural world through science, learning, and collaboration.
You may miss it on the confusion cutting in,
but you're greeted by these signs. So many people are anxious to keep going after they enter, but you need to pause and look at these signs.
One of the first things you want to do is check the calendar of events for the day. The show times are listed right here. That's where you want to go.
The calendar lists the location and time of the shows. Now we'll give you a short sampling of those shows. Daily at 11:30 and 1:30, you can watch a diver plunge into the world's deepest living indoor coral reef exhibit. The penguin feeding at 10:30 and 3 is a family favorite.
In the center is a stage that's for shows, usually twice a day. Check the calendar to see what's playing.
Maybe they have great big eyes for seeing underground.
A good place to take a rest and see a science video is the Science Today Center, right by the Color of Life.
Oh, I love turtles. They're one of my favorite animals. And turtles, what do they have on their back, my friends? They have a shell.
Claude the alligator is a resident celebrity. Be sure to wish him well. His hatch day is September 15th.
When people first enter the Academy, they tend to go to the left towards the planetarium. But an important thing is that you have to sign up for the planetarium.
The planetarium shows are at regular times. You need to use your phone and the camera or QR reader to take you to a website, and it'll walk you through the steps to sign up. The shows in the planetarium are spectacular. It's worth the effort. The giant ball planetarium is located just to the side of the stingray exhibit. Did you know that they get as many teeth as they need?
People often want to know, where's the line to the planetarium? You see the Morrison Planetarium entrance here, but the line actually starts on the other side, around the circle. The planetarium does require you to sign up for their shows, but if you're the first, say 5 in the standby line, you'll probably get in. If you have a young scientist in the making, the VIP tours will take you behind the scenes to find out what it's like to be a scientist.
The scientists here take care of all the creatures, including their health and welfare. But the Academy is also a research facility.
One of the most common questions is, where's the restroom? It's located by the elevators on each floor except the living roof, and also by Claude, the albino alligator.
If you don't want to tote your stuff around, there's storage lockers available to the left of the main entrance.
Don't be intimidated by the entry. Look here to see what some of the highlight activities are.
The Academy is known for the aquarium, the planetarium, the rainforest, natural history, Claude our buddy, but there's much more.
As you enter, there's a map, but there's also paper maps if you want to take one of those. Of course, you can take a picture of the map here and use it on your phone.
There are 4 levels to the Academy. Most of the exhibits are on the first floor and the lower floor. There are no exhibits on the second floor. There are several aquariums on the first floor, but the majority of the aquariums are on the lower level. You exit the planetarium on the 3rd level. This is where you find the Naturalist Center.
If you want some hands-on experience, the Naturalist Center is the place to go. They also have knowledgeable people here who can answer nature and science questions.
Located on the 3rd floor by the elevators, bathrooms, and stairs is the Earth Science, or Rocks and Gems section of the Academy of Science.
There is an Academy app that's available, but it has a lot of cost add-ons. So I'd recommend really just using the map here.
All right, so the first thing I would start off with is our newest exhibit called California State of Nature. The highlight of that is something called the Shake House, where you get to experience 2 different earthquakes from 1989 and 1906. Afterwards, at 10 o'clock, our rainforest is going to open up. You'll see live birds and live animals flying all around you. After the rainforest, there's an elevator that takes you down to our aquarium, where you'll get to explore lots of things under the sea. And so that's definitely how it start off. And then afterwards, there's lots of other things to see around, and I would encourage you to take a look and see what you like.
Thank you. Oh look, you get to soar with the condors. The Shake House is kind of like an amusement park.
In this Victorian house, let's imagine San Francisco more than 100 years ago. The city began to wake as the shaking began.
If you want to see more about the rainforest, see the link to a separate video in the description.
As you exit the rainforest, you enter into the Amazon flooded forest area. One of the coolest aspects is that you go into this tunnel and see underneath. If you look up, that's the rainforest up there. And as you walk along, the first thing you come to is the California coast. And then if you go a little farther, you find the coral reefs.
The lower level aquarium, called the Steinhart Aquarium, has several distinct areas or zones to explore. Here's a tip on a secret underwater observation area perfect for little kids.
If you're hungry or need to avoid a meltdown, there's a place to get food and drink inside, as well as one outside there on the terrace. We'll go there right now.
The Terrace Cafe is a little more upscale than the restaurant inside, but you can sit outside with either restaurant.
The Academy's East Garden is a good place to have a snack, do a little play, or at 11 o'clock every day, they have a puppet show. The gift shop supports the Academy, and it's a good place to browse even if you're not buying. The top floor is the living roof. You can get there by stairs or elevator.
Rolling hills and fields cover 97% of the 2.5-acre rooftop, offering a home to local wildflowers.
The rooftop is a great place to get a little air, and if it's the morning, probably in San Francisco, a little fog. There is an elevator that leads up to this place.